Yes. So now
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
yes. Now I have a storybook along with me, as all of you can see the storybook, and Ma Kaladhara's I-band is on, and I'll be giving the storybook to her. Opening any random page, I'll give the storybook to her, and Ma Kaladhara is going to be reading and describing what is on this page. So I'm opening any random page. Yes. So I've opened this page. Ma Kaladhara is now going to be reading this page. Yes. Ma Kaladhara.
The page numbers are 28 and 29. There are one woman and two. Yes.
Sorry, Ma. We had a few technical glitches. Could you please start again?
Yes. So the page numbers are 28 and 29. And there is a picture here where a mother with a girl child and a small baby, and the girl is wearing a white shirt, the mother is wearing a light blue t-shirt with white, red, yellow, blue, and she's holding the child on her lap with her hands. And the book says you need your brain to do almost everything. In fact, right now your brain is sending a message telling your fingers to turn this page.
Amazing. That was amazing. So as all of you can see, what Ma Kaladhara has read is completely accurate. There are three people, a mother with a child in her lap who holding a book, and a girl child next to her. And you can see very clearly it says, you need your brain to do almost everything. In fact, right now, your brain is sending you a message for your fingers to turn this page. So you can see how Ma Kaladhara was reading everything accurately and was able to manifest this extraordinary power of third eye. That was very amazing. So, Ma Kaladhara, why don't you go ahead and read the YouTube comments? There are a few comments posted in the Kailasa's Nithyananda Sangha YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and read a few of those comments. I request the comment section to be enlarged. Ahead and read the YouTube comments. There are a few comments posted in the Kailasa's Nithyananda Sangha YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and read a few of those comments. I request the comment section to be enlarged.
Yes, the latest comment is from Ma Jalandristita. So expressions of me, I am
Ahead and read the YouTube comments. There are a few comments posted in the Kailasa's Nithyananda Sangha YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and read a few of those comments.
And the previous comment is also from Ma Jalandristita. She has posted "yeah" with
I
3
request the comment section to be enlarged.
exclamatory mark. And the previous the comment before this comment is also from Ma Jalandristita. She has posted Nithyananda Ma Kaladhara and an exclamatory mark.
Read the
Nice
YouTube
to meet
comments.
you.
There are a few comments posted in the
2 dots and a
Kailasa's Nithyananda Sangha
closing bracket
YouTube channel.
and a
So
dot.
go ahead and
That
read
is
a few of
amazing.
those comments.
And the previous comment is also from Ma Jalandristita. She has posted BOL exclamatory. By the way, mark and a comma. And the previous the comment before this comment is also from TLON, and she has posted Nithyananda and bracket exclamatory mark, a comma with these two dots and the way closing bracket and a dot. That smiling emoji used to SY written BOL by the way and a long type ago and an exclamatory mark and LON and there are two more new comments. It's from TV has posted the way closing bracket purple colored animal which has dark orange color hair and light orange skin. And the next comment is from a long type ago. PRABH. There are two new comments. It's from GILL has posted orange color heart emojis.
Yes, that was a beautiful demonstration of the power of third eye. And now I'll be removing the IBAN of Ma Kaladhara. So I request the YouTube comments to stop being projected.
And the next comment is from a long type ago.
Yes, so now I'm removing the IBAN. So you can see the IBAN is completely intact, and that was the power of third eye. So please stay tuned to witness the power of body scanning. Now I will be sharing with all of you the pramanas for the power of body scanning. So let us see the Shastra Pramana for the power of body scanning. First, the Shastra Pramana for the power of body scanning comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. And by the experience of such restful awareness, one, the Parashakti, the ultimate universal divine power, Parashakti, is manifested and the supreme power manifestation happens. Next is the Apta Pramana. The Apta Pramana for the power of body scanning goes back to the life of a Siddha named Teriyar. Teriyar was a prominent disciple of Agastya. And one day a man suffering from a severe headache comes to Agastya for a body scanning. Agastya immediately used the power of body scanning and revealed that that man had a small terai, a type of frog, sitting in his brain. And immediately Agastya instructs his disciple Teriyar to do the open head surgery and remove the terai, the frog sitting in the man's brain. And successfully Teriyar completes the open head surgery. And remember, this is more than 5,000 years ago. And Teriyar was able to do an open head surgery and remove the terai from the man's head, completely healing him and thus gaining the name Teriyar. Next is the Atma Pramana for the power of body scanning. Atma Pramana goes back to Swamiji's Swamiji's life, where Swamiji had multiple compound hand fracture. And Swamiji beautifully reveals that when he had a multiple compound hand fracture, it was when the doctors diagnosed him, they revealed that there is a lot of metal quantity in his organs, and immediately Swamiji used the power of body scanning, and Swamiji was able to scan and see where the balances and imbalances had happened and where the balance had to be done. And instead of using allopathy, he first used his third eye and manifested the power of Shushada and body scanning. Next is the Sakshi Pramana. You will now be witnessing the live Sakshi Pramana. So you will now be witnessing the Balasants and the Nithyananda Yogis manifesting the power of body scanning to all of you. So I request all of you to go ahead and post your comments and requests in the Kailasa's Nithyananda Sangha YouTube channel. You can go ahead and post any comments you want, and you can post any requests for body scanning. We'll be back with you with the Nithyananda Yogis and the Balasans, who will be demonstrating the power of body scanning to all of you. So we'll be right back after a short break.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service, helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service, helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything.
Completing for the technical glitch due to the interest of time. We are not going to be manifesting the power of body scanning. We're really completing for that. But you can always join back every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST for witnessing the extraordinary power of third eye and body scanning. You can also call your family members and friends to get this body scanning done by the Balasans and the Nithyananda Yogis. So we thank all of you for joining us. Please stay tuned for the upcoming segments. Thank you, Nithyananda.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. we get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. what I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
Nithyanandam, everyone. Welcome back. So we'll be now moving on to the next section of this program, and we'll be invoking the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. Sindhuraruna vigraham trinayana manikya mauli spurat taranayaka shekaram smitamuki mapina vakshoruham panibhya malipurna ratna chasakam raktotphalam bibratim Saumyam ratna gatastha rakta charanam dhyayet paramambikam. The Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with triple eyes sporting a crown of rubies studded with crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mid, and the other twirling a red lotus. And we have one more Dhyana Shloka. Arunam Karunadarangitakshim Dhritapashangusha Pushpabana Chapam Animadibhiravritam Mayukairahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavanim. I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color, and her eyes are full of compassion, and holds the noose, the goad, the bow, the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as anima for race, and she is the self within me. So Devi, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is a cosmic from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. She is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on, and Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, and in which all of us are going to merge. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nija avatar of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving wounds, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. So, in the words of Parashakti, she has revealed, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Krimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in the 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa Sri Purachintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as a part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi. As Nithyananda, I took the Nijavatara here to give good boon to everyone, to bestow all the goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Tapala, Aparna, Uma Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samraja Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara with great compassion. I am blessing people to do good to all of you. I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. And she also reveals, racing in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, growing as four Vedas, expanding as five Panchabhutas, beyond the six chakras, filled as Gotras of seven Rishis, expanding as 8 directions, existing as 9 grahas, blossoming as 10 indriyas, being as 11 sutras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make the truth blossom and to do good. Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you. So, how to receive Devi Parashakti? So, literally, you're seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti in your screen at the moment. And so, always receive her very traditionally. So, keep 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen. And you can watch Devi Parashakti And the coin is the traditional dakshina in Hindu tradition. So it can be a very lowest value, even 1 paise in Indian money, and can be even 1 cent in the US dollars. So you can offer that to Devi Parashakti, and after the darshan is over, you can do namaskar and you can distribute the prasada and collect the coins and send it to the Los Angeles temple. So this beetle leaf, the beetle nut, and it may look very, very small, but you will see that when you have that and wait for Parashakti, really she is there and you will not take Devi Parashakti for granted. So rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition, and it literally breaks your unconscious behavior. So as you're seeing in the picture, this is how you need to be setting up your tambulam. So you need to be taking a plate and keeping 2 beetle leaf, a beetle nut, banana, and the coin, and wait before the darshan starts. And once the Parashakti is right there on the screen, you can offer it, you can show a arati and receive Parashakti in the most ever traditional way. Now we will move on to the next segment of understanding what are Akashic records. So Akashic records are the records which are created in space. So whatever has happened in time is there as a file. Nothing can be destroyed. So understand, none of your actions, none of your thoughts, your plans, your emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happened, happening, and will happen. And Akashic records are the verbal, the visual, the 5-dimensional document. So whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded. So all the information you collected from all your births is in your very DNA. So you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste your time doing the same actions again and again. So Akashic reading. So it is not a prediction, it is a reading directly from the cosmic archive. So there is no such thing as past, present, and future. And beyond the space, creation and destruction happens simultaneously. So in the dimension of time starts the past, the present, and the future. But in Akashic records, there is no past, no present, and future. And that is why you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are clearly already recorded. And in Swamiji's own words, he says, nobody has a right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret on these readings. So they are complete unto themselves. And for anybody to live in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, the living enlightenment, they do not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. So when you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated. It is broken. And these great truths, they settle in your inner space and they literally make you live enlightenment. So only an avatar can decode these Akashic records. So as an avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing answers to the questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. So any answer that is given by Parashakti is not just an answer, but literally a karmic breakthrough that is received by the devotee. And we'll be moving on to the scriptural reference from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Dharana 61, Sutra 84. Akasham Vimalam Pashyan Krutva Drishtim Nirantara Sabdhatma Tatchana Devi Bhairavam Vapurapnuyat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze without blinking and continuously make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. Now we move on to the Apta Pramana. The Hindu Purana Mahabharata narrates the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in the human form, and the reasons of all his suffering. So sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and he told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but in fact an incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of Death. So he was to play the part of a so-called Sudra for 100 years, being cursed by the Muni called Manduka Muni. So now we will see the benefits of the Akashic records. So if you see all your karma, they are actually collected from all your births and is recorded in your DNA. And you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time again and again doing the same actions again and again. So accessing this DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, leading to experience enlightenment, Paramashivoham. So if you see, only an avatar can alter the Akashic reading. So the initiated Balasans can view the Akashic records. However, only an avatar can alter. He can edit, he can upgrade and change the Akashic records. So during the darshan and the dikshas, the Supreme Pontiff blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayers of the devotee. So now let us understand what can we ask in an Akashic reading. So the most accurate and the unbiased answer to any question about your life, your destiny, your purpose, or any everyday part of your life can be asked to Parashakti. And you can be spiritually healed of physical, emotional problems with just a look or a word, and understand the reasons behind your life's happenings, and receive blessings to fulfill your right desires and get the clarity to literally redesign your future. So now all of you would be wondering, so how to ask the questions to Parashakti during the live Akashic reading session? Yes. So we have the various official social media platforms through which we can actually directly connect with Parashakti and ask our questions to Parashakti. So the first official platform is the official YouTube channel, the Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. You can go ahead, and if you're not a member, you're only a subscriber but not a member, then become a member by clicking on the join button. And once you become a member, you can ask your questions under the comment section in the official social media YouTube channel and connect with Parashakti. And the next official social media platform is Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam's Facebook page. So you can go ahead, like and follow this Facebook page, and you can ask your questions in the comment section under the live stream in the Facebook page. And the next platform is Twitter. So if you're a frequent user of the Twitter, you can go ahead and follow at Sri Nithyananda in the Twitter. And you can ask your questions in the reply section of the tweet with the hashtag AskTheAvatar. And we also have an opportunity to ask your questions in the Instagram section, where you can follow Sri Nithyananda on the Instagram and post your questions in the comment section. And whatever questions it may be related to your health, your wealth, your career, your relationships, any question you can post in the comment section. And this is the fifth option, where if you're not able to access the Facebook or YouTube for some reason, you can actually go to our Kailasa's website, kailasa.org, and ask your questions in the WhatsApp chat, and you can connect with Parashakti and get her blessings and receive the answers for your questions. So with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment of this program, and we'll be now moving on to the next segment of this program after a short break.
We get you help. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, Enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to all of the viewers who are joining us for today's program during the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. Now, many of you were able to experience for the first time the power demonstration and introduced, for even many of you, for the first time to Devi Parashakti. And who is Devi Parashakti? The Divine Cosmic Mother. Now, we will understand a few of the ways from Sanatana Hindu Dharma that is validated and foolproof ways to experientially find out how to experience oneness in your life, how to deepen the feeling connection to the divine cosmic being, and how to really, truly experience a deep, sacred sentiment in your life. Now, in the Hindu tradition, it is always a custom as a tradition that for any of our birthdays, anniversaries, for any of the new business endeavors that we are taking up, or if we're starting school for the first time or anything, we always start in ritual. We always invite the divine cosmic beings into our lives. We invite them, we worship them, and we request their guidance. We thank them for the guidance that they have given so far, and we request them for further guidance as we navigate in the rest of our lives. And we take the next steps, whether it is a marriage or an anniversary, or we are taking, whether it's a birthday, or even New Year's and every celebration. For every single thing, we always offer to the divine cosmic beings. And it's such a personal, sacred sentiment for each and every one of us Hindus, as we are inviting the gods to participate, to be in our lives and guide us continuously. And we surrender to them with the utmost love and gratitude. That is what these offerings are for. Offering is a giving of a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness. And it is in two parts, giving and accepting. And only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. Offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed. When an avatar lands, an incarnation lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. Yes, now I'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana. We'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana, the Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti, invoking her divine presence amongst us as we enter into this segment of today's program.
Induni bhaveda karavahni nayanam syat pankaja bharabhaya japaksha sarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tungamakutojvala manonmani swarupam.
And the English translation goes, Moon-like face holding the Vedas on one hand, fire in eyes, with lotus flower gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with the Japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments and wonderful clothes and shining bright crown. Her name is Manonmani.
So we'll move on to the next Jana sloka from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam. Dhyaye Devim Trinetram Sashini Bhavatanam Vedahattam Dadanam Savye Padmam Varadama Pare Chabhayam Chakshamalam Divyairabharanair Vibhushita Tanum Brahmadi Vippujitam Devimeva Manunmani Pratitinam Kamarta Dattim Shubham.
Now further, the English translation for this sloka. I meditate on Devi with eyes glowing like a moon and holding the Vedas, lotus and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments and she is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. Once again, this is from the Mool Agama, the Manonmani Dhyanam. Manonmani is a very compassionate, beautiful form of Devi Parashakti. Now, let us understand the significance of the divine element gold. Many of these offerings which we are doing today is the gold offering. So let us see the Shastra Pramana, the reference for the divine element gold.
So the Atharva Veda, it states, Treda Jutam Janmanedam Hiranyam Agnerakam Priyatamam Babuva Somasyaikham Insitasya Parapadata Apamekam Veda Samreta Ahustate Hiranyam Trividasya Vise.
Yes, and I'll be chanting the English translation. Triply born by birth is this gold, from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni, and one fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Now understand that gold is actually a divine element. And many of us know how gold is used for gifts. If it's an anniversary or if it is a birthday, we like to give our loved ones a gold gift, a gold necklace, a gold bracelet, a gold ring. These are all sacred. These are all sentiments that we have associated with love and gold. But people don't understand that gold actually has divine qualities. In any piece of gold, it has the power to induce the spiritual power and healing and enlightenment energy. And the vibration of gold has the power to induce the sattva energy and the positive thought currents in not only those who are wearing it, but also anyone who is even in its vicinity. It is that powerful, and the Vedic rishis really understood that it is extremely powerful, and that is why they applied it in all aspects of the Vedic civilization. That is why if you see, gold is present in all the scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, the Shrutis, the Smritis, the Itihasas, and Puranas. In all Hindu scriptures, it is displayed that gold is the most auspicious and most purest metal. And in the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold and exchanged in gold, and ritual fees were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee, and gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold, and the streets had huge columns and huge archways made of gold. And even the horses and cows, which all lived in coexistence in the civilization, were all decorated and adorned in gold.
So Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of the rivers of gold. And Indus River was called Hiranyama, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. So gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples were constructed and paved in gold, deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever.
Yes. Now, the first offering is the E-Hundi offering. E-Hundi offering is an offering that you can make, a general donation that you can make for any amount of money. And you can make it through the YouTube Super Chat or through the registration forms, the payment forms. And we'll be, at the end of this segment, we will be going through these steps for you to make it really easy for you. But first, let us chant the Pramana for the E-Hundi offering.
Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi Sharada Radhya, Sharvani Sharmadayini.
The English translation. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all fear. Now, if you have any fear in your life, if you're facing any fear, Devi is the goddess to be sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi is actually worshipped in autumn, but this does not mean the autumn, the seasonal autumn that we all are familiar with, but the time, the existential time in our lives when all the thoughts become more and more inward. And at that time, the need for Devi worship becomes stronger. So this offering, the E-Hundi offering, is a donation that you can make for any amount of money, and it is just your pure devotion at the feet of Devi Parashakti.
Next offering is offering of Sankalpa chanting. So the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34, it says, Tayaitan mohyate vishvam saiva vishvam prasuyate saya chitta cha vijanam tushta rudim prayaschadhi.
And the English translation, the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gave birth to this universe. The goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives the knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. This is from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 36, showing that Devi Parashakti gives anything without any interest in or having any vested interest or trying to get something out of you. This offering of the Sankalpa is a conscious resolution where anyone who is offering can have the blessings of Devi Parashakti for the fruition of their desires and wishes that they're yearning for.
Yes. So the next offering is offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu. So the Lalita Sahasranama, verse 731, it says, Nama Parayana Prita. So she who likes the repetition of her various names. So this is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti, and it's a very special and unique archana which is offered to Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can offer this gold coin which is inscribed with each of these 1008 names and receive the blessings to have all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. So it is available in 3 sizes at $75, $151, and $251. The next offering is the Mukta Anguti, the Muktahara Lasat Kirita Ruchiram Purnendu Vaktra Prabham Shinjannu Pura Kinkini Vanidaram Padma Prabhabasuram Sarvabhishta Falapradam Girisutam Vani Rama Sevitam Meenakshim Pranatosmi Santatamaham Karunya Bharam Nidhim.
And now I'll chant the English translation. I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, who has garlands of pearls and face shining like the moon, who wears anklets and studded with gemstones and small bells, who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, and who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. And I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion.
Yes, so you can offer this finger ring with the pearl to Parashakti and receive the blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. So you can offer this Mukta Anguti at $251, $501 or $750, and by clicking on the link tiny.cc/devi-offerings. The next offering is the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus. The Kami Gagama beautifully says, अष्टविद्येश्वरोपेत कुम्भावरण संयुतं सर्वेश सूत्र वस्त्रद्य हेम पंकजभूषितः सपीदन सकुर्चश्च पक्ववीव फलप्रभा नपन्नध्याय संसिद्ध प्रमाणेन समन्विता.
And the English translation says all the Kailasa should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. Now, the Swarna Padma Pushpa has hundreds of references in the scriptures for the using the lotus in any form of worship of Paramashiva, the ultimate. And almost everything in the worship of Paramashiva involves either the mudras, the asanas, or the different parts of the flower, the lotus flower. Not just the flower, but also the leaves, the pericarp, the lotus petals, everything. It is considered as a divine flower. And in fact, the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called the lotus, and the base of the Paramashiva Linga is the lotus, and the disciple of Paramashiva is considered as a lotus. You can offer the gold lotus in any size you wish and be blessed to have the state, space, and powers and being of Devi in your inner space amidst all and any adversities in your life. Just as the lotus blooms and is the most graceful flower in the muddy waters, you can also have the blessing to radiate the state, space, and being of Parashakti, the divine feminine goddess, in any adverse situation in your life, as you face any hardship in your life.
Yes, the next offering is the Swarna Metti, the golden touring. Nakhadhiditi samchanna namajjana tamo guna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha.
And the English translation, you whose brightness from toenails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet, you whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. You can offer the toe ring to Devi, adorning her sacred feet, to be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings, even in the most difficult aspects of our life.
The next offering is a Swarna Mantika, the golden hairline jewelry. Sudha Saravi Varshini. So she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara, that is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So you can offer this hairline jewelry, the Mantika, which represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra that is fully opened. So offer the Mantika to Parashakti and receive the blessings for achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. The next offering is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So the Saundarya Lahari from the Shloka 83 beautifully chants, Nakadiditi Sanchanna Namajjana Tamo Guna Padatbhaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha.
The English translation goes, the illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet, and her feet depict the beauty of the lotus. Now, in this shlokam, it is referring to Devi's nails as the very nails which is sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial deities and celestial beings, and who are always prostrating before Devi. Now here, Tamoguna is actually the darkness, and Devi is the one who constantly dispels the darkness and and the ignorance of our lives by giving us salvation, by giving us the liberation with ultimate knowledge, and just through her feet. You can offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Devi Parashakti. And now that Guru Purnima festival is being celebrated in Kailasas across the world, and we are looking forward to Guru Purnima, you can offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja directly at the feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself.
Next is the offering of the Vastra Seva to Parashakti. So it is also a part of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. You can offer the Vastra Seva, the sacred cloth offering, and receive the blessings and auspiciousness of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at $1,008.
Now here you can see a summary of all of the different offerings that we have. The E-Hundi offering, the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the Mukta Anguti, the Swarna Metti, the Swarna Mangtika, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, and the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and Vastra Seva. All of these are available for each and every one of you to offer today. And now we have two categories of steps that you can go through. One is if you are ready to offer today. Other is if you need help in manifesting, or you'd like to make the intention, but perhaps you don't have the time or the resources to make this offering today. So if you are in the latter category, if you'd like to get help in manifesting this offering, or you need time, or you need some kind of you need help in manifesting this offering, you can fill out the intention form, the registration form, to manifest this offering at tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, and you can make an online payment at tiny.cc/devi-offerings. Make sure that after you are done with the payment, you go to Sankalpa 2021 form, that is tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021, and you'll be able to fill out your details as well as all the family members' details for whom you're offering the puja. And here you can see the payment form. This is the beginning link. So you can go and select any of the offerings that you'd like to make and make sure that you add that to your cart. Once you've added that to your cart, you'll see a review of all the items inside of your cart. You can then proceed to checkout, and you'll be able to fill out your billing details and your payment details, as well as all the different information that is required for making the payment. And that is a very easy steps to make the payment immediately. After you are done with the payment, please make sure that you fill out the Sankalpa Names 2021 form. This is an extremely important step because all the names that will be chanted during the puja this is where you're going to be submitting those names, and all the blessings will be bestowed on you with this form. So we also have another option through the YouTube Super Chat. And first, you have to be a member of our YouTube channel, Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda, the official YouTube channel of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once you're a member, in the chat, you'll be able to see the Super Chat and Super Sticker option. Once you see that, you can select the Super Chat option, and YouTube will take you through a few steps to either make a donation with your credit card, your debit card, or through PayPal. And you can make a simple and easy donation just through the Super Chat. There's another option for the Super Sticker. You can choose any of these stickers that are available and make a donation with that sticker as well. So these are extremely easy ways that you can make a donation today and just offer your gratitude out of your pure love and gratitude to Devi Parashakti. So now this brings us to a conclusion to this segment in today's program, the segment on the offerings that you can make to Devi Parashakti. Now we will be moving on to the next segment in just a few minutes, as we are joined by the Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham representatives who will be giving us the updates from Adi Kailasa. And before that, Devi Parashakti has guided each and every one of us with the guidance for the whole humanity. And she has given her protection, ultimate protection, through her extremely wise, extremely profound guidance, whether it is how Corona will have the third and fourth waves, how the different diseases will be impacting even in this time. These guidances are extremely important for us to take heed and make sure that we are following, and we are sure to be bestowed with all of Devi Parashakti's guidance at this time. So we'll be moving on to the next segment now. Yes, we'll be moving on to the next segment after a very quick break. Yes. From Adi Kailasa Sarvagnipitam, one of the representatives, Ma Nitya Dayamai. Ma Dayamai is here to explain to us and go through each and every one of the amazing work that Swamiji has done to ensure that the Kailasa COVID care centers in India are functioning with utmost integrity and serving as places of protection during these extremely dark and tense times, especially in India. So thank you, Madhyamay Swami. I welcome you now to explain and elaborate with us on the Kailasa COVID care centers and the Adi Kailash ship, which is in India right now. Yes, Ma, I think you can check if you're.
Nithyanandam, everyone. So welcome to this segment from Adi Kailash updates. I'm going to explain now. Yes. Let me start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramashuvam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Yes, Nithyanandam, everyone. So now Kailasa's Department of Enlightened Civilization presenting the multi-layer quarantine COVID care protection centers at de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa. And today I'm presenting the Adi Kailasa COVID care center. So let's understand across the world what is happening due to this pandemic, how it is affecting the food. The pandemic has led to increase in global food insecurity, affecting so many households, so vulnerable in almost every country across the world. And it has exacerbated existing inequalities, pushing millions of people into vicious cycles of economic stagnation, loss of livelihood, and worsening food insecurity. The World Bank estimates that there are 71 million people will be pushed into extreme poverty across the globe as a result of this pandemic. The World Food Programme estimates that an additional 130 million people could fall into category of food insecure over and above the 820 million who were classified as such by the 2019 State of Food Insecurity in the World report. More than 50 million people have experienced food insecurity during the pandemic, up from 35 million in 2019. According to the Feeding America nonprofit, the national largest domestic hunger relief organization. The child malnutrition and hunger skyrocket in Hatay as COVID-19 infection spike in that country. At least 86,000 children are at risk of developing a severe acute child malnutrition this year in Hatay. According to the sources connected to the United Nations Children's Fund, the number of children projected to suffer from starvation this year has doubled as the impoverished nation continues to grapple with extraordinary political and social crisis by the pandemic. The refugees are paying the highest price during this pandemic. There are vulnerable groups such as refugees are paying the highest price in the COVID-19 pandemic. We are seeing alarming trends that show many refugees around the world are unable to pay for food or rent, or they're just struggling to access healthcare and education. The price hikes in local markets and further displacement caused by campfires have pushed many families further into food insecurity. During April and May, around 30,000 refugees in the Cox's Bazar camps raised questions and concerns, with 63% seeking services, including urgent food relief and shelter. Just over one third, that is 37%, requested health or medical care. And apart from that, the famine risk spikes amid conflict. And due to this pandemic, the number of people teetering on the brink of famine has risen from 34 million projected at the beginning of the year to 41 million projected as of June. Without immediate emergency food assistance, they too face starvation, as the slightest shock will push them over the cliff into the famine conditions. According to the World Bank, the report that releases on the growing food insecurity and recent report rates in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the report released on May 20th, 2021, stated that the COVID-19 impacts have led to severe and widespread increases in global food insecurity, affecting vulnerable households in almost every country, which impacts expect out 2021 and into 2022. It also states that the global food prices increased significantly by 38% since January 2020. According to the World Economic Forum, 155 million people are caught up in food crisis of varying severely, and 133,000 people in Burkina Faso, the South Sudan, and Yemen are most at risk. 10 countries account for 2/3 of those facing acute hunger. The resilience of agri-food systems is being eroded by conflict, insecurity, and environmental trends. So, join the COVID care protection centers register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care, and save your life. Now let's understand what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism cognitions, how what you become what you eat. What you eat contributes to what you think. What you think contributes to what you eat, what you cognize. What you cognize contributes to what you are. So what you eat directly affects to what you are, and that is why I am making this statement. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continues that simply you become what you eat. What is in your plate matters, because that is going to become you. Violence-based food derived from killing animals, and life negative, chemical-based toxic food both harm the system equally. Organic vegetarian food is not just for health, it gives you an inner space, the physical system and physiological flow to develop the highest psychology. To develop highest psychology, not only your physical system, even your physiological flow needs to cooperate. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continues to enrich that you become what you eat. Your brain is constructed for all those higher things. When you don't explore higher things, you are bound to feed the lower things and keep your brain engaged for survival. If you don't explore the higher dimensions of consciousness, you will force yourself into the drugs and try to explore the hallucination, imaginary, illusory dimensions of the universe. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism highly recommending vegetarianism as a lifestyle. The human body is naturally designed for vegetarian food. The inner mechanisms like feeling, thinking, words, everything is designed to function with vegetarian food. It is like having a generator which can handle only 220-volt current, or a UPS which can handle only 220-volt current. But it is given 20,000-volt current, what will happen? It will get fused. So the energy of the food matters. The food without anxiety, without fear, without depression, without biomemories, if they are consumed by a person, the energy with which they think, the energy with which they utter words, the energy with which they act, the energy with which they feel, everything will be aligned to the natural source of energy. It will be aligned to nature, which is the inner potential energy. Now let's understand, having this basic cognition revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Kailasas Annalayas are providing the free, organic, vegetarian, sattvic meal for all and eliminating the hunger. The developmental, economic, social, and medical impacts of malnutrition and famine have a critical impact on the individual, familial, community, national, ultimately on the global level. With the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic triggering an alarming spike in food insecurity, the United Nations have given warnings of famines of biblical proportions. In 2020 alone, 690 million people were estimated to be pushed into food insecurity. The access and availability to organic food has become of utmost importance. Through Kailasa's Department of Agriculture, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has committed to the distribution of free organic food to everyone, not just since the beginning of his public life, but from his very upbringing itself. Kailasas Annalayas, the food bank established all across the globe, distributes and serves free vegetarian organic food for people of all castes, creed, religion, race, gender, and social standing. Under the Kailasa's Department of State, the global services regarding the Annalaya, the Red Om, providing relief work for natural and man-made calamities, working to eliminate the world hunger. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism personally organizing the relief efforts and free organic food distribution for the Thane food flood relief in Pondicherry. The picture that you're seeing, the picture is taken in 2012. And you see Swamiji is serving. We will revive the food supply system of Kailasa before you get hungry. Food will be ready. Conscious Annadanam. I am not giving any fantasy, it is already becoming reality. The picture that you see, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism serving, which is taken in 17th June of 2019. Now you see some more pictures of the Annadanam. The pictures are way back in 22nd November 2002. The pictures show the early days of Kailasa's spiritual mission, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is offering Annadanam, providing a free organic vegetarian meal on Kartikeya Deepam in Tirunamalai. And you can see some more pictures. In 2013, even with a fractured hand, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, engaged in selfless work day and night, inspiring the peacekeepers of the sovereign order of Kailasa to engage in selfless service, leading the nation of Kailasa by example. In 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had a multiple compound fracture with the bone protruding out of the skin. In 2013, the 2 steel implants were fastened. In 2011, were removed as the bones had healed completely. The picture is after that surgery. And this picture that you're seeing, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism distributing the food, was taken in 3rd January 2012 in Pondicherry as part of the Thane flood relief. And some more pictures of this are taken on 3rd January 2012, again on the Thane flood relief. Some more pictures of the food distribution. 9th September 2012, the pictures are taken as part of the Nithyananda Annalaya inauguration in Tiruvannamalai, India. This picture is taken way back in 2005, 25th November, Ananda Yoga Health Workshop in Tamil Nadu, India, where you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism distributing the Annadanam, free food, to the thousands of the devotees. And this picture is taken 12th December 2007, where as part of the Nithyananda Spurana meditation workshop in Salem, Tamil Nadu, India, where thousands of devotees gathered with Swamiji himself, the Supreme Pontiff of himself, serving the food. And the picture that you're seeing is also as part of the Nithyananda Spurana meditation workshop in Tiruvannamalai, where this picture is taken on 20 September 2012. On the occasion of Kartikeya Deepam celebration, Tiruvannamalai, the food distribution happening for the lakhs of devotees. And you can see some more pictures from 10th May 2017, the Inner Awakening Meditation Workshop in Tiruvannamalai. And the pictures are from 2017, where the Kalpataru Meditation Workshop in Tiruvannamalai, where the free vegetarian sattvic organic food is distributed to one and all. And this picture is taken Bhandara, the feast served for respected spiritual leaders and Hindu monks. And this picture is taken on 5th May 2016. The Kalpataru meditation workshop, the feast is distributed to one and all. And this picture that you're seeing is taken way back in 11th March 2017 of Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham, Tiruvannamalai, India. And some more pictures from the another Kailasa, the Tiruchangodu Adi Sarvajnapeetham, where the 18th August 29, the pictures are taken. The free Annadanam that continuously happening. And this picture that you're seeing, Annadanam distributed during Guru Purnima, the traditional celebration of Guru on the Guru Purnima day, the Kailasa in Houston. This is USA, the food distribution, and 6th July 2019. And you can see some of these pictures are taken in 2016, 6th December 2016, where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is serving as part of the Sadashivoham meditation workshop in the Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham. And you can see 30th May 2020, the Annadan service continues in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis. These are distributed in Madurai, India. Now, proof of the necessity of Annadan, the Bengal famine. Let's watch a video, the Bengal famine in 1943.
What I found in researching the Bengal famine was that Churchill did several things that greatly aggravated the death toll. India was being used extensively for the war effort. Indian resources, Indian soldiers, and Churchill repeatedly refused to acknowledge the fact that the extent to which India was used could lead to famine.
Viceroy to India, Archibald Wavell, called the Bengal famine one of the greatest disasters to have befallen people under British rule, and said the reputational damage was incalculable. During one government discussion about famine relief, Secretary of State for India Leopold Amery recorded Mr. Churchill saying that any aid sent would be insufficient because Indians bred like rabbits.
What I found in researching the Bengal famine was that
The pictures that you see the leftmost in 1943 to 1944 in the man-made famine of Bengal, as per existing records, 3+ million were murdered. The prime minister of the world's biggest empire, controlling 1/3 of mankind, claimed they could not do anything about the people dying of hunger because Hindus breed like rabbits and the famine was their fault. And you can see the picture on the right side. In 2016 Ujjain, in Ujjain Kumbh Mela, the peacekeepers of Kailasa served the organic food to over 3 million peace food was served to 3 million people. The peacekeepers of Kailasa, under the leadership of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, have served more than 1 billion free meals in the past 26 years and are determined to end hunger and poverty in all its forms. Kailasa, with 200 peacekeepers at any given time, can deliver what even one of the biggest countries could not deliver. Kailasa is not driven by the fear and greed. It is an enlightenment based nation driven by selfless service. The Vedagamas, the source of Hindu scriptures, declare Annam Bahukurvita. That means let us produce food in large quantities. Through the widespread distribution and promotion of free, healthy, organic food, Kailasa's global peacekeepers, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, serve such that we may achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustenance agriculture globally. Annadan is the vision to end poverty and hunger in all its form. So join the Kailasa COVID care centers, protection centers, and register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/kailasa care. Now, on 12th May 2021, Devi Parashakti revealed through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that I came as Nija Avatar. I am blessing you, listen, people, listen, to do good. To, to all of you, I have taken the form of Nityananda and came down as Nija Avatar. People of India, listen, carefully listen. Time after time, Bharatam is Jnana Bhumi, where enlightened beings come. We cannot make Jnana Bhumi as infertile. Enlightened beings have to come. They have to live. It has to flower. Few hypocrites, because they are stuck in delusion, we cannot sacrifice the world. Cosmos cannot be destroyed. The ship I did to save the cosmos from being destroyed, that is called Adi Kailasa. The ship I did to protect beings from Pralaya is Adi Kailasa because of conspiracy of Drohis and enemies rule. The captain has to leave the ship before 12 years, knowing the great deluge that is going to happen, all Aushadas by this Guru Purnima that Jnana Rasavadam, Navapashana is going to flower. Allow people to come. Allow people to come and take dip in Navapashana flower. People, whoever comes and dip in Vaidya Sarovar, they will not have death. They will not have corona. Crores and crores of people will come in line. Every day they will come and dip in Ananda Lingam. On 13th May, Devi continued her revelations. listen well to my words. For India, I made ship as protection. The Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidyasarovar go to Adi Kailasa. O Indians, listen. All those regretting losing Nithyananda Nija Avatara without confusion and without talking, just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Scores of people will come there looking for health. Navapashana water feast and medicine to get health and protection and enlightenment. To protect India from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if the captain is not there, the ship is there. When the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception. So, free COVID care centers opened across India in Adi Kailasa and Bidadi, Bangalore, Salem Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adhinam in Pondicherry, Pattanam Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Srirangapadi Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adhinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam Erode, Tamil Nadu, Huzur Adhinam in Tamil Nadu, Baroda Adhinam in Gujarat. Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers opened across India. Various social services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Cosmic revelations on global pandemic. The free social services offered during the pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies across India. The medical care, allopathy, Ayurvedic, Siddha medicine, infrastructure to accommodate thousands, accommodation for multi-layered quarantine, emergency ambulances, ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, food security management through food banks, and organic farming. Join now for one of these Kailasa's COVID care centers. Protect yourself and save your life. Register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. You can see some of the pictures, the groceries collected for Annadan and the food, Ayurvedic, Sattvic, vegetarian food distribution happening. And you can see Adi Kailasa Sarvagna Peetham, the pictures, the preparations, the readiness. The Adinavasis of the Adi Kailasa continued working round the clock in organizing the storage of groceries to accommodate for the large number of people arriving for Kailasa's COVID protection initiative. As the Kailasa is the only hope for the humanity. And you can see the agriculture, the Kailasa's Department of Agriculture, the Adi Kailasa Sarvagna Peetham, India, the banyan plantation in Adi Kailasa Sarvagna Peetham. You can see a glimpse of self-sustainability lifestyle being cultivated in multi-layered quarantine facilities. You can see these pictures from the Kailasa's Department of Agriculture from Adi Kailasa Sarvagna Peetham, India. The Department of Agriculture mission is to research and implement environment-friendly, sustainable, economy-friendly methods of agriculture. The next pasture of land were prepared for de-weeding, irrigation, and preparing of manure. You can see some more pictures from Adi Kailasa Department of Housing. From the Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, the Adinavasis are working in full swing, helping facilitate all the requirements needed to accommodate the hundreds and hundreds of people coming in for protection from the COVID-19 pandemic. And Kailasa's Department of Health, Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, in the third wave of COVID hits the world, the medical and emergency response team raises their preventive measures. Each individual is guided to take at least 11 minutes of vaporization before meal, receive their supplements. And Kailasa's Department of Agriculture, from Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, India, the organic Sattvic meals include a balance of steamed rice cakes, curries, and fruits. All items are verified per meal and distributed to different locations in Adi Kailasa campus. Join now for this protection centers across India. Register now through this link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Join, register now, and protect yourself, save your life. Now we will have a short break before we moving on to the next segment of the program. Let's have a short break. Now, how in this protective Kailasa's protective COVID care centers, how the morning spiritual routine as per the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, all the centers are encouraged to do the morning spiritual routine. How the morning spiritual routine is the fuel to reach Kailasa. The morning routine and the chemical changes it brings to you, and the healing it does in your system, and the biological rhythm it sets in your system, all of them are very important. It is an important fuel for you to experience the multiple dimensions of the universe. The spiritual routine and integrity to spiritual routine, the initiations by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism are completely private, personal between you and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The members of Kailasa's protective, preventive, multi-layered quarantine in the morning spiritual routine here in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetam. The morning spiritual routine consists of the following: the Nithyananda Yoga, the Panchakriya, Pratyaksha Pada Puja every day, and Kashayam, the herbal drinks, and Nitya Satsang. The morning spiritual routine comprised of all these components: the yoga, the puja, the satsang, the kashayam, all that when you follow with integrity, that they tune your biological clock to the spiritual practices, because the chemistry that you enjoy inside matters. That decides the kind of plane of the universe, the dimension of the universe you are going to experience. Kailasa or Pralaya, Swarga or Naraka. Morning spiritual routine is the direct path to Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says that a person who is in love will wait to spend time with the beloved. If you are a seeker, you will be waiting for this 5 hours every day, because that is the time you get near what you are seeking closely. A person who is in love will be waiting to spend time with the beloved. A person who is seeking will be waiting to spend this 4 hours to 5 hours, because this is the time you get closest to what you are seeking. Your seeking takes shape into the system when your beloved comes near you. If you are tired, the love is gone, dead. During this morning 4 hours, if you are bored, your seeking is dead, gone. You need thorough, you need to go through over howling inside you. You need to ask yourself, look in yourself. You need to question many of your answers. You need to bring pure questioning that will bring back to your life. The morning yoga, the Nithyananda yoga, when you do the yoga, you experience your entire body becoming Amrita Sharira, the body filled with nectar. It becomes an ecstatic body just by the air without any external touch. The Panchakriya. The Panchakriya involves the 5 powerful processes to remove toxins and impurities from the system. Just like how we take a shower every day, to clean the external parts of your body, the Panchakriya is a powerful cleansing process which cleanses the internal organs of your body, keeping it cool and removes the toxins. These techniques not only cleanse our body, but bring peace and balance in our mind, and lightness and bliss to our being. The next spiritual routine that we do is the puja, Nitya Puja, Pratyaksha Paduka Puja. In puja, you experience the space of bhakti, the devotion, the space of surrender that occurs to you from this devotion moves from I, which is so to surrender allows us to drop all the unwanted baggage from our head. One of the beautiful pujas in Hinduism is Rudrabhishekam. In Rudrabhishekam, we offer the sacred bath to the Shivalinga while chanting the powerful mantras. The Shivalinga is a deity which beautifully represents the divine. It's from its form itself indicates how God is beyond form and formless. When we sit down and connect with the divine by performing Rudrabhishekam, O Sadashiva, Paramashiva, O God, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything and you are in the Shivalinga and you are in this body. Let me connect with me, my higher self. Let you reveal yourself to me. When we sit in that power, when we sit with that context and do the action of Rudrabhishekam, we experience the Bhava Samadhi, the oneness with the divine. Only the Bhava Samadhi can give us the higher taste and higher joy in life. Rudrabhishekam is a beautiful ritual which allows us to experience the Bhava Samadhi of Shivoham, that I am the divine. If you just follow this morning 5 hours enough, you will have Vak Shakti, means whatever you utter will become reality. All Shaktis manifesting in you, because all the obstacles for manifesting Shaktis, the tiredness, the boredom, the pitta, fatigue, everything that you experience will be churned out in that morning 5 hours. The morning puja is the most powerful mandala process, the Shakti Pata, the melting your being, and then sitting and listening to the sacred truths. Constantly inspiring, engaging, alive, awakening. Just this morning 5 hours, if you can bring integrity and authenticity, all the obstacles stopping you from power manifestation will disappear. You can perform and all the spiritual practices by yourself from your home, like the morning yoga and nitya puja. But there will always be the risk of losing your initial inspiration and excitement after a few days or a few weeks. So, living in the enlightenment ecosystem, even if your boredom or tiredness try to pull you down, the Sangha will support you. The ecosystem will support you, help you by giving the wake up call and supporting you to complete your incompletions. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, we had at least 10,000 sampradayas, religions, spiritual traditions, keeping this enlightenment science alive. Each Hindu sampradaya is a spiritual ecosystem created for keeping enlightenment science alive. Every monastery, every adhinam, every mutt, every temple, every Veda Patashala, every Sarvajna Pita is a lineage. Sampradaya created to keep the ecosystem of spiritual enlightenment alive. Some may be a Shakta, some may be Yoga, some may be Vedanta, some may follow Tantra, some may follow the Shakta Vedanta, some may be Shaiva Tantra, some may be Yoga Vedanta, some may be Yoga Shaiva, some may be Vaidika Shaiva, all kinds of permutation combination one may be following. Each temple, each mutt, each monastery, each adhinam, each Veda Patashala, each Sannyasa Sampradaya is a spiritual ecosystem created to keep the enlightenment science alive of that Sampradaya. So join now in Kailasa COVID Care Protection Centers. Register now through this link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now you can see some of the pictures from Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, India. The pictures are from the Kailasa COVID care centers. The spiritual routine in full swing happening. The glimpses, more glimpses from the members enrolled in Kailasa's COVID protection initiative as they practice the morning spiritual routine, which is Nithyananda Yoga, the Guru and Shiva Puja in the enlightenment ecosystem of Adi Kailasa in Bangalore. The morning spiritual routine makes up the first 5 hours of anyone's day, is one of the most fundamental and vital practice for a seeker. Anyone on the path to achieve enlightenment, to achieve the ultimate superconsciousness space of Paramashivoham. You can see more pictures of the morning spiritual routine, more glimpses from the members enrolled. You can see more pictures from the members of the Adi Kailasa, of the spiritual morning spiritual routine. More glimpses of the spiritual routine in Adi Kailasa. Some more glimpses. The daily Nitya Puja and Shiva Puja as part of the spiritual routine happening in Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapitam. Some more glimpses you can see. So join now and join these COVID care protection centers and register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/kailasa care. Now let's have a short break before moving on to the next segment. Nithyanandam. Now, let us see, welcome back. Let us see the Kailasa's Department of Enlightened Civilization present the revival of the temple sciences and ecosystems with the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. As you see, most of the temples, the Shirdi Sai Baba temple, Puri Jagannath temple, most of the temples across India are closing down. These temples are the one were operating from the ages, thousands and thousands of years. They have been open to the devotees and operating, serving the devotees, but they are now shut down due to this pandemic. In Tamil Nadu, recently, the murtis of the Chola era temple have been vandalized in Pudukkottai. A devotee who went to temple was shocked to find all the murtis in the temple in a beheaded state. He lodged a complaint with the local police later. So the temple, the Kailasanatha temple, a village in Pudukkottai, is said to belong to this era of Kulothunga Chola. With Shiva as the presiding deity, the temple houses other deities such as Ganesha, Parvati, Murugan, Krishna, and Nandi. All these murtis were discovered in a beheaded state just few days ago. Where all across the India, all the temples are shutting down, the Kailasa is opening the doors. And how the Kailasa's temple experience. Now, in the times when COVID-19 is rampant and the ancient temples are in a lockdown because of the risk of the widespread corona disease, the devotees of these temples were visiting and having darshan of their gods and goddesses for thousands of years. At these ancient sacred sentiments have come to a harming halt after the lockdowns have taken place. The the religious fervor of the devotees is being lost due to the pandemic. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving the e-Kailasa ecosystem and bringing all the ancient traditions of the online platforms on Kailasa TV, YouTube, and Facebook. So let's understand the why we worship, why deity worship. Please understand the deities are not mere idols, they are embodiments of ideals. We do not worship the idols, we worship the ideals represented through the idols. When the divine is present before him in a form he can see, touch, and relate to, the transmutation becomes easy and joyful process. That is the first thing, that we can relate with the deity in front, we can connect with them, and we can have a close bond. Second, deities in a real kshetra. The kshetra is the place where the high vibrational energy radiates. The deities in a real kshetra are always carved in the form of ancient masters and enlightened beings. Even though no longer in the body, they can be invoked through the name or form they used while in the physical plane. When we pray to the deity or chant his name, the corresponding divine vibration is automatically awakened and becomes available on the energy plane to guide and bless us. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, we mastered the science of bringing the divine to the deities and expressing the divine through the deities. The whole science has been mastered in the Vedic tradition. The revival of temples will be the revival of world peace and world bliss. The revival of temple culture, the deity worship, where people are made to look in, that is where the revival of Sanatana Dharma, the Advaita Satya, is going to happen. The divine has infinite, auspicious qualities. We call in Sanskrit as the Ananta Kalyana Gunas. The divine, on the call of the devotees, are the save the humanity. They assume any form. Excuse me. They express those infinite qualities. Each quality become an independent deity. For example, Paramashiva saved Markandeya from death, and that become an independent deity, Kala Kala. Same way, he danced in ecstasy, and that action become Nataraja. Vishnu's very action of showering blessings on the world becomes Lakshmi. Brahma's very action of constantly sharing the wisdom becomes Saraswati. So each of the actions of the ultimate becomes independent intelligence and energy. When you connect with those independent intelligences, those deities, whatever you want immediately happens. Whatever result you want, worship with the rites. Those divine energies who are the personification of those specific actions. Immediate results are achieved by connecting with those deities in this world. This can be a powerful method through which you can achieve whatever you want in your life. So join now in Kailasa's COVID care centers. Register now through the link below with https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now let us see the Kailasa's temple ecosystems across the world. Kailasa is a place where everything related to superconsciousness is revived. All the sampradayas, the traditions, all the spiritual ecosystems created for enlightenment will be revived and established in such a way it never gets lost. There will be forever and serving the humanity, says the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The revival of Hinduism, temple ecosystems. Let's listen from Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
I am going to revive Hinduism by setting up a model community, enlightenment ecosystem. I am going to create absolutely from the scratch newly self-sustaining, temple-based Hindu ancient enlightenment ecosystem and civilization based on that. Understand? Kailasa is reviving the ancient Hindu enlightened civilization. Paramashiva himself manifested this Kailasa Mandala, the enlightenment ecosystem, and the lifestyle. I am going to revive this whole enlightenment ecosystem, Kailasa, by creating a model Kailasas all over the world.
The adulation of violence in recent lifestyle has enabled disruption in several nations, affecting millions of lives with mental distress, physical health elements, defalcation of food supply, and pinpointed destruction to the infrastructure of several countries. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has dedicated his entire life and made his mission to bring the global peace from the ground level through the Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship and the Department of Human Services, to bring harmony in humanity, to create a life of freedom and peace for every individual on the planet through the revival of the temple. The adulation of violence in recent lifestyle has enabled disruption in several nations, affecting millions of lives with mental distress, physical health elements, defalcation of food supply, and pinpointed destruction to the infrastructure of several countries. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has dedicated his entire life, made his mission to bring global peace from the ground level through the Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, the Department of the Human Services, to bring harmony to humanity, to create life of freedom and peace for every individual on the planet through the revival of temple ecosystem. The director of the National Institute of Medical Health, Joshua Corden, pointed out that the environmental factors present both risk and preventive influences on mental health. He grouped such factors into three types, that is, individual factors such as the microbiome. The natural and built components include green spaces, housing, and highways, which may play a role in health despite and health issues. Social factors like family structure, poverty, and other social determinants of health. From 1994 to this date, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has worked tirelessly in the revival of temple ecosystems globally through Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship and Department of Human Services, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This lifelong commitment to the mission and vision of bringing global harmony, sustainable living, and reproductive ecosystems has been proven in building active and contributing temple ecosystems around the world. You can see the many pictures of the Kailasa's temple ecosystems. The following is a meditation under the sacred banyan tree in Adi Kailasa. The peacekeepers of Kailasa, along with the children of Nithyananda Gurukul, to celebrate the auspicious occasion of the Diwali in Adi Kailasa. This picture is taken on 21st October 2006. And the pictures are from 22nd December 2018. The peacekeepers of Kailasa and participants of Paramashivoham meditation workshop take part in celebrations of a traditional flag hoisting ceremony. And these pictures are taken on 14th December 2006. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Spurana Convention, the Life Bliss Program Level 2 and a meditation workshop in Chennai. And into 17th December 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Spurana Convention, which is also called the Life Bliss Program Level 2. The pictures that you see, thousands of devotees attending the program and taking part in Kailasas. And this picture, which is taken on 26th May 2006, the peacekeepers of Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embark on the Himalayan Yatra, the traditional sacred pilgrimage to the Himalayan mountains and up the river Ganga, which is Harshil, India. And you can see the pictures. The temple ecosystem of Tiruvannamalai serves as the driving factors in maintaining the lifestyle of health, wealth, and well-being for the citizens of Tiruvannamalai, one of the remaining living temple ecosystems. These pictures that you see the taken where you see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the thousands of devotees are greeting. This picture is taken on 20th December 2011. You can see this beautiful picture, the peacekeepers of Kailasa and the participants of the Paramashivoham meditation workshop, which took part in the morning meditation, traditional puja, or ritualistic worship. This picture taken on 31st December 2018. You can see these beautiful pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself distributing the sweet butter as part of the Kailasa's Krishna Janmashtami celebrations, the celebration of Lord Krishna's birth in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetam and 17th August 2014. And some more pictures of this grand celebration. You can see the joy and colorful celebration of the Krishna Janmashtami celebrations. And you can see the food distribution on the same occasion, Krishna Janmashtami celebration, the peacekeepers of Kailasa distributing the free organic food to the public. This picture is again taken on 17th August 2014. You can see the peacekeepers of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, taken part in Kara Seva, the voluntary contribution of physical service towards the cleaning or construction of the sacred Hindu temple in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetam. And you can see these pictures from 2nd January 2013. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, arrives with volunteers and Kailasa's peacekeepers to provide relief efforts to the cyclone-hit Pondicherry region through distribution of food, water, and basic necessities, medical camps, and clearing the local roads for further relief efforts. On the part of the Thane flood relief food distribution happening. This picture is taken on 4th Jan 2012. And some more pictures on this occasion. And Thane flood relief medical camps. You can see the Kailasas ecosystems around the world, across continents, many ecosystems across the world. First, on 1994, Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai happened is traditionally passed on to the hands of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The left you can see the picture, Mataji Vibhudananda Puri handing over these to young Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Right, you can see the same place on in the year 2017, Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai receiving the visitors and delegates for the Kalpataru meditation workshop and Shivadiksha. You can see the Annadanam happening and temple services happening. These pictures are taken in Tiruvannamalai on January 2011. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself directly serving the Annadan and traditional temple services. You can see and Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai, thousands arrived to celebrate the Enlightenment ecosystem and to traditionally meet the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This picture is from 11th March 27. You can see the picture from Tiruchengodu Sarvajna Peetam and the first temple ecosystem established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So join. You can see many pictures how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself established the Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham and the temple deities and the various services and the Kailasas established in various parts of the United States, various temples. Join now in any one of these the COVID protection centers. Register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now let's move on to the next segment after a short break.